All right, we are back for another behind the scenes of what it takes to get a radio interview these days. Before we get into it, if you appreciate what we're trying to do over here at Indie Rage Radio and you're watching this video and you would like to help out some way, down in the crawl and in the description, one of the easiest ways to help us out is our affiliate links. www.tinyurl.com/Amazon link MO. And if you tell me you don't shop at Amazon, you're a liar, because everybody shops at Amazon. So it's no extra cost to you. They send us a small commission. Once you hit that purchase button, easy peasy. It helps keep the machine going. So we sure would appreciate it. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. Really pumped up for this one. Not only do we love her music, we love her energy. She was named Best International Female Artist of 2022 by Radio Wigwam and named Best Rock Artist of 2023 at the Josie Awards from Los Angeles, California. It is Miss Ronda Ray, everybody.
Hey, Mikey. Hi, everybody.
Oh, I forgot to pull up my... Can you hear that in your ear? Can you hear the clapping?
I missed the clapping. I don't. You didn't give me the clap.
Can you hear that?
Nope.
Oh, Lord. What are they doing? What is Streamlabs doing?
If nobody claps for me, I clap for myself.
No, it's going to be on the recording. I know that for sure. But I always assumed everybody else could hear it on the other side because I would play it. And I always assumed people heard it. But golly, I guess you learn something new every day.
Every day.
All right. If you want to see the behind the scenes video of our interview with Ronda Ray, you can check it out right now on our YouTube channel. Just search Indie Rage Radio. And if you follow us on Facebook, we post it on there as well. All right. Hey, Ronda, last time we talked to you, you said that the West Coast was really calling you. And it looks like you moved out west because I see a bunch of activity. You playing a bunch of places, going a bunch of places in California. So you finally made it out there, huh?
I'm here and I'm loving it. The live music scene is alive and well. They love rock and roll. They love female rockers. And I have never had a more warm welcome than I have here in Southern California, which was actually quite surprising because I've been in some really cool places. I've spent most of my life in the South, and it's just been really neat. Not to mention that it's 70 degrees every day.
75 and sunny.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Reliant K songs.
It's awesome.
Now, so I was looking, you posted a video of you playing a Prince song, Purple Rain, and you were playing at the world famous Doll Hut. How was that experience? Because some of your favorite artists of all time have played there.
Yeah, it's one of those stops that is on the way to somewhere in Anaheim, California. It's a great dive bar that's been there forever. Give me a dive bar any day. I feel right at home. And it was just great. And my band was like, yeah, I played here like 15 years ago or 30 years ago or 20 years ago. It was an absolute blast.
Yeah. And speaking of California, I also saw that you went to the Dallas Cowboys training camp.
Oh my gosh, I did.
Please tell me you're not a Dallas Cowboys fan.
I am a Dallas Cowboys fan.
No! I don't know what it is about Saints fans. I don't know why we dislike Dallas so much because we really don't play them that often.
Yeah.
But there is like almost like I was telling my son when he was growing up, I was like, look, son, you got to rep the boot. And to rep the boot, you got to do certain things. Number one, you always use Tony Chachere's seasoning in your food. Number two, you hate the Atlanta Falcons. Number three, you hate the Dallas Cowboys. And number four, you hate the Crimson Tide. And
oh, wow.
I don't know. It's just a learned behavior, I guess. I don't know why we dislike Dallas so much.
Yeah, we've got some of those too with like, Oklahoma and, we don't like the Saints either. So right back at it.
It's reciprocal.
Yeah. And sometimes I don't like the Cowboys either, but I'm a fan for life. It just is what it is, even though they break my heart every year.
Well, you know,
Yeah, go ahead.
Dak's about to get paid, and he's a Louisiana boy.
You know, I just wish independent artists could get a tenth of the money that those guys get. And I've been watching the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders show on Netflix, and those girls work so hard. It's so inspiring. I don't dance. I was an athlete, not a cheerleader. Not that they're not athletic, but I played sports, and I was just blown away. And they barely get paid. They get like $35 a game or something. Nothing's guaranteed. And I'm like, man, if the team was run like that, we might have some different results. If all the hardworking indie artists I know got just a little bit of help, what could they do with that money? So I get a little twisted up about that part of it, but yeah, it was neat. They were 10 minutes away, and it was free, if you can believe that there was anything free. It was free, and it was neat, and I'm glad I went. I may go back tomorrow too.
Well, I think we need to start a grassroots campaign to have Ronda Ray doing a little tailgate show before, the players come out, kind of entertaining fans out there.
How fun would that be?
Let's make it happen.
It would be party time. That might be the thing that would push us into the win column, get us into the playoffs, maybe make a Super Bowl run. That might be the thing that makes it. Somebody send this to Jerry Jones.
See, I don't know. I think somebody cursed you somehow. And you know what? It may be because we hate, and when I say we, Louisiana people, we hate, or Saints fans at least, we hate Dallas so much. Maybe it was somebody in New Orleans doing a little voodoo curse, a little Greekery on the team.
It could be. I mean, it's like trying to find that balance of, having a great business and a multi-bazillion dollar brand, but can we please also have some of that grit and grime that wins games? I'm not a business expert, and I'm not a football expert, but I know what it's like to never give up and be the underdog when everything in the world is stacked against you, and to fight and claw your way just to stay alive. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I'm with you with that. The DCC, they're like, look, all the cheerleaders are talented in the NFL. They wouldn't be there if they weren't. But like you said, getting paid $35,000 or $35 a game, that's insane. If you want to treat them like icons, Jerry Jones, why don't you pay them like icons? These girls should be making $100,000 plus a year.
They really should, and they are their own entity, so they're making money.
Yeah.
And I understand the principle of they got to really want it, and that's what keeps the standard of excellence high. But again, balance and incorporating some of those great values into maybe the football team and across the board. But nothing's fair. It's not the Fair Talent Association of Peace and Love. It's the music business. It's the NFL. It is what it is, and crying about it doesn't move you down the line. I have a Facebook group that's it's a private group, but it's sort of my fan club, so that I can keep it free, but people get access to me in a way that they don't anywhere else. And it's a really neat group. It's pretty positive. It's funny. But I did a post the other day about, resisting the urge to put your victim goggles on, where everything you see is like, poor me. And it's hard to do sometimes when you're dealing with some people. Everybody's got problems right now. Everybody. And so, to make the choice to stay grateful and to keep trying and to focus on what you can control on a daily basis, whether you're a music artist or a mom or a teacher or a doctor, that takes a lot of guts and courage in this day and age, because it's pretty hard to be alive on the planet at the moment for most people, I think.
Yeah, most definitely. I also noticed that it took place in Oxnard, California. Are you a fan of the TV show Alf?
Yes.
I don't know if you remember this episode. It's when he bought Lynn a Ferrari, and it's because they found all this gold in his spaceship. And on Melmac, gold was worth nothing. Like lint was worth more than gold. So they took all the gold out of his car and he sold it. And he bought a mango farm in Oxnard. And then he bought Lynn that Ferrari.
Wow, I have seen every episode of Alf, but I don't remember that. But I'm gonna have to look it up on YouTube. That is
Man,
awesome.
it is so good. I don't know if they still do, because all these streaming services, they get the contracts for these shows and then they're on there for a few months and then they're gone. But I think Tubi TV, the last time that I checked, has Alf.
Okay,
that's
cool.
a free app.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So coming up in the show, we're going to talk about your brand new single. It is called Kiss Me Deadly. You're out supporting it right now, hitting all the places up in California. Now, have you been to San Diego yet?
I haven't been to San Diego yet, but I will.
We interviewed a few weeks ago. We interviewed a band there. They're also a female-fronted rock band called Door 13.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you should reach out to them and play some shows with them because, obviously, their crowd is already female-fronted rock oriented, so I think it would work really well.
It down.
Yeah, Door 13.
Got it.
Yeah, and there was some really cool cats too.
That's awesome. I'll hit them up.
All right, Rhonda's going to stay in the virtual green room. Coming back on the other side of this hour, we're going to play her song Kiss Me Deadly here on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very good. Segment 2 in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are back with none other than Ronda Ray. Ronda, how can folks find you on the internet?
It's so easy. Just don't put an H in Ronda. It's RONDA. Last name RAY. Music.com is my website. From there, you can find the links to all my socials, videos, bio, tour schedule, all of it. Got a bunch of shows to add to the schedule really soon and get them up there. So you got to stay in touch.
Yeah, go find her, go follow her on social media, go stream her music. You know what artists are telling me lately? That nobody hardly buys music anymore. Now, and we've seen the CEO of Spotify, essentially put his heels in the dirt and say, hey, we're not budging because it doesn't take any money these days for these people to produce songs, which is crazy for someone to say that. But go out and buy some Ronda Ray music. Streaming is nice, and that's kind of like a lagniappe thing for artists. They're getting paid pennies on the dollar or fractions of a penny on the dollar for these streams. Go out and buy their music. Go buy Ronda Ray's merch. Help this artist out. You would appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Please do it. Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about Kiss Me Deadly. What's this song about?
Well, it's the classic hit by the queen of metal herself, Miss Lita Ford, who's a huge inspiration of mine. She is absolutely incredible. And to me, Kiss Me Deadly is all about the proverbial optimist who just, no matter what life hands them, they just keep showing up for the party. Sometimes the party is good. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes it's lame, sometimes it's whatever, but for some reason there's just a drive that makes you just keep showing up. So I'm enjoying playing it. I love rocking it, and I love paying tribute to my great hero, Lita Ford.
Right on. And last time you were here on the show, she was making an appearance down here in Lake Charles. I wasn't able to go. I had to goat kick myself over it because it was probably like 30 minutes away. It wasn't really that far away, but I had a previous engagement. I was like, Dad, gummit.
Yeah, it would be a dream of mine to open a show for her. And I know she plays out here on the West Coast all the time, of course. So I'm hoping to at least get to see her in person this year. But that's like the downside of actually being a working musician yourself is when you want to go see another show, you usually have a show. So anyway, I'm gonna try to make that happen. I know she's at the Whiskey in November, and what a great awesome rock and roll club to see her where she cut her teeth with the Runaways. You know, she's been playing there her whole life and still just rocking it. So it'd be cool.
Yeah, so you've been playing a lot of places in California here recently. What's some of your favorite joints that you played at?
The Doll Hut was so much fun. Anything I've gotten to do full band was just a blast. The Last Call in Tarzana, just these great small rock clubs where you get to show up. You got a great sound person, just a great vibe where people are engaged here with the music. They're not it's not a side thing. People come for the music. They're not coming to watch TV and your background noise. People, and it doesn't matter if it's an acoustic show. I've been playing a lot of acoustic shows up in Ojai and in Ventura, and it doesn't matter. They're here to listen to you, to appreciate you, to tip you, and really engage with you on a personal level. And I've not experienced this way at this level anywhere else I've been in my career. So I'm really enjoying that a lot.
Shout out to the California music crowd. Speaking of California, how are those California gas prices treating you?
I nearly had a panic attack every day for a month when I got here. And I knew what it was. It's not like I didn't know. But when you get here, and of course I have a big truck, and because my camper sits on my truck and I pull a trailer, you know, I get like 8 miles to the gallon. Going around town, I get like 7.7. So, but that's why the Harley is so handy, because it gets like 40 or 50. But I'm getting used to it. And I'm not traveling as much as I normally am. It's kind of a mind shift where, you know, I could work Texas, I could go to Louisiana, Alabama, Tennessee, the Midwest, Arkansas, and do all of that. You got towns that are a lot closer together, but out west, you know, everything's just further apart. Everything's more expensive. So I'm working more locally. I'm working LA, I'll be in Palm Springs in August. So I'm just working more locally to establish that base, and then I'll go back out from there. But it was complete panic mode for a good month.
You can get you one of those Tesla Cybertrucks. I saw a video on YouTube the other day of a Tesla Cybertruck pulling a trailer with like a truck on it up a hill, like a really like steep hill. And I was like, man, these things are beasts.
Man, I mean, God bless them, I guess. I don't know. Not gonna be me, but
like it was amazing. Like I didn't think an electric truck would have that kind of torque and that's that kind of power. And I was floored.
Right.
I was like, they got it going on. But you know what? I'm a radio DJ. I'll never know what driving a Tesla is like.
Right.
I just have to watch it on YouTube.
I feel you.
All right. Rhonda, thank you so much for your time. We love having you on the show. And we were talking off the air. You got some brand new music down the pike. And as soon as that comes out, we're going to have you back on for a full show.
Yeah, I'm excited. Got new music coming out through the end of the year. So buckle up. It's going to be an adventure. It's going to be rock and roll. It's going to be good vibes.
There it is. Here's Ronda Ray with her cover of Kiss Me Deadly here on Indie Rage Radio. Very good, Rhonda. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so glad we made this happen.
Yeah,
Yay.
definitely. Yeah, and when you get that new music out, reach back, and we're going to play another round of 10 rounds with Mikey O. We had a great fun, and I'm going to find some crazy stuff to throw at you this time.
That sounds fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. Stay safe out there and keep grinding.
I will. You too. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, ditto. Thank you.